What are the difficulties of sculpture?
What are the difficulties of sculpture? Sculpture has its own difficulties, such as material difficulties, um, also perspective different difficulties, I should say, because like you have to consider uh, all the different angles which viewer would prefer to see, otherwise it wouldn't be a sculpture. And most importantly, you are bringing the illusion into life, into our life, the viewer's life, and making the viewer share the same space with the sculpture. So your object or your sculpture, it could be not an object but the environment also, is directly speaking in dialogue with the viewer, with the experiencer. So you should consider this. You should be able to come out of your own self problems into general problems, and making like feeling exactly how you would experience the space. And also, it should be including your own problems, your own questions, otherwise, it wouldn't be sincere. So, you should be universal in a way and personal in another way at the same time, or it doesn't happen to be a work of art, but still an experience which should be respected, I believe. The space difficulties, material difficulties, it's very costly if you are making a sculpture, and also where to keep your sculpture is another problem. After you make it, you need large spaces, large enough spaces, or else you can directly go into nature and make it in the nature, or you should, just make small one and think how it will be if you make it big, and be able to do it big when the time comes, and it should be right when you do it, because sometimes when you're making a small sculpture, turning a small sculpture into a big one, story changes completely. You should be able to consider the sizes before you make it. So your mind should be like the space itself, and not like the illusion, but the space. Maybe that's the biggest difference between a painter, drawer, and a sculpture artist. Sculpture artist is the space, because everything is happening in the mind. Every experience is happening in the mind before it actually getting realized. It's not an illusion anymore. It's a reality.